and you're just not done, feeling that you're not done, and then you die out of an accident because of the way you chose to live your life. You know, like there's many things you want to change.
So are you saying our lives are story-like in the way that we want to be characters and live it to the end?
Sure. Sure. It kind of is. You know, like it is all a story. You know, like this is I'm seeing it, and I see it as a story, like the way I'm living my life.
When I really reflect, I see it that way. But I feel like there's a certain level of living where you kind of have to.
You have to
still live in the present.
Yeah, that's the ego. You gotta live it. You have to
play that role. There's a song that comes on. It's a Queen song. It always comes to mind.
Okay.
It's like play the game, play the game, play the game of life.
Okay.
And it's like just talking, like it's like a story kind of song.
Yeah. Yeah.
That comes to mind. I'm thinking like play the game of life.
Yeah. You gotta.
I feel like that in the song just really makes me think.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, like kind of like let go and jump. Just play the game of life.
Yeah. Focus on here. Don't worry about what's gonna happen.
But be aware it exists.
Yeah.
But live in the moment.
Yeah. But at the same time, do live in the moment. But when you are, I feel like you need to somewhat at least understand that this is just a game in a movie. You know, that's the thing. You know what I mean? Is you gotta be aware of it. Because if it's not, I guess it could be a double-edged sword, right? Because if you're not aware, you're just living your life. You're just living your life. This is it for you. You know what I mean? Like, this is just everything is, you know? Like, I was born doing this, everybody's doing this, this is what I'm doing. You don't have to question it. You know what I mean? But then you can be easily manipulated, is the thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is the way life is. You know, so then it's easily manipulated.
And just like
and naive.
The idea I was thinking is like how when you look back on like previous difficult challenges you've overcome, it almost feels like it just happened naturally. Like when you look back on all the cool things you did, you're like, I feel like I didn't try that hard. Yeah. Or it was fun and it wasn't that challenging. And I'm very proud of myself.
Right. It's good overcoming to those tasks because it makes you be present here. You know, it makes you be involved, makes you want to be engaged into this game. You know what I mean? So going through the problem, those difficulties, overcoming it, it makes you focus on here because it's a problem. You gotta solve it.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, so and then once you pass it, it's like I needed it because I need to be focused here. You know, I need to enjoy this life somehow. And you know, the only how you get to enjoy it is when you pass the game a little bit. You know what I mean? And so I think that's how I see challenges. I see them as a chance to live a life here. You know, to be focused here and to see what it's about, get you moving. You know? But at the moment, obviously you're just you're a person. Everybody is. But at the moment, it doesn't feel like that because you get blindsided. You don't get to see the whole picture. You're too focused in the detail of the problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at the moment, it doesn't seem like it's just a game. It was like, it's life. Fuck, you know, I gotta go through that. I gotta do this. And then it makes you engage. So it's good. I've been trying to think about it less and just be focused on life. Focus on the game.
Right.
You know? Before though, I was looking for meaning. Like just before I got started with construction. You know, just prior to that, is when I started asking questions. Like when I left my security job and joined firefighting. Around those times is the time I started asking myself, asking questions, you know, about life, about everything.
Yeah.
And then now I'm kind of at a point where I gotta do that less. And now just focus on the story right now. The story that's being built up.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta say, is whenever I smoke weed, that's when I become detached somehow from the game. Like this right now, because we're talking about it. I don't get to talk.
Where our minds are spinning more freely to the idea.
Yeah, all of it. You know?
Yeah, and like what things that should be taken seriously.
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah, best time to reflect, you know?
Yeah, like, reflection.
But whenever I'm not, let's say it's a school day or a work day, I'm like, I'm playing a role. This is my character.
Right.
And I gotta focus because, you know, that's just who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you get to be involved because you're given a task. You gotta remember this. You gotta know this. And you gotta build this. You know what I mean? So, okay, that's the game right now. And then you don't think about it as a game. You're thinking about it as life because you're playing the role.
I almost feel like, okay, I was thinking, you know what flow state is?
Yes.
Like kind of like when you're in the zone.
Yeah.
My kind of philosophy, I've never been able to put it into words until now.
Sure.
Is kind of like, like being in the zone. I feel like my thought is you should try to be like that all the time. Like live in the moment, be in the zone, and be confident about your everyday tasks.
Sure.
In that kind of way, like when you're doing something you love.
Yeah. Yes.
Focus on everything that way, and it's like that's kind of like I feel like the thing you should set your sights on in life. Do it like if you're able to do it right, you'll generate wealth.
For sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of like almost like a destiny.
Yeah. It's like your sacrifices has an alternative.
Yeah.
You know, your sacrifice gets reward. You get rewarded for your sacrifices. Sorry. You know. So it's like you sacrifice now. Focus on this. Get it right. Fix it. Make it to the right. You know, whatever it is. Make sure it's good, and then you get a reward. You know, either from pride or people or money. You know, whatever. Somehow it goes back to you. You know, you get what you deserve somehow.
Yeah.
You know. And so yeah, I agree with you with the flow state, man. It's like if you're gonna do something, do it right. You know, do it like you love it.